difficult times. Angela Merkel breaks silence on Afghanistan, calling focus on the rescue mission. Angela Merkel broke her silence on Afghanistan after a meeting with leaders of her Christian Democrat Party on Monday. The German Chancellor said Germany's focus must be on its evacuation operation in Afghanistan. Speaking after a meeting with the leaders of her CDU party, Mrs. Merkel said, "We are witnessing difficult times. Now we must focus on the rescue mission." The German leader had been criticized for failing to make a statement on the ongoing situation in Afghanistan, especially after the Taliban's assault on Kabul. The Economist's Berlin bureau chief, Tom Nuttall, tweeted earlier today, "Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think we've heard a single word from Merkel, or her spokesman, on Afghanistan in the last few days. Kind of weird not having a chancellor." Western countries are rushing to get embassies, staff and co-nationals out of Afghanistan as soon as possible. The Dutch military plans to operate multiple flights to Afghanistan, the country's defense minister said in a statement on Monday. Onk Bijleveld said one aircraft was already underway to Kabul. In part due to the uncertain situation, multiple flights are planned, she said. "We are doing all we can to get embassy staff, translators and others who deserve our protection out," Dutch Prime Minister Mark Rutte told reporters in The Hague. "But it's very complicated." Last week Bijleveld put the number of Afghan translators and local staff to be evacuated at a few dozen, and press agency ANP on Sunday reported that 110 translators and their families, out of 273 that worked for the Dutch mission in Afghanistan, have already been evacuated. The Dutch Parliament's Defence Commission is due to return from a summer recess on Tuesday to debate the situation in Afghanistan, including asylum for translators and others stranded in Kabul. UK Defence Secretary Ben Wallace has admitted some people won't get back from Afghanistan as a desperate struggle to get UK nationals and local allies out of the country continued. Mr. Wallace, who previously served in the Scots Guards, appeared to choke up while appearing on the LBC radio station on Monday morning as he spoke about the evacuation effort from the country, which has fallen to the Taliban following the withdrawal of Western troops. British troops are racing against the clock to get remaining UK nationals and their local allies out of Afghanistan following the dramatic fall of the country's Western-backed government. But becoming emotional while speaking to LBC, Mr. Wallace spoke of his regret that some people won't get back. He said, "It's a really deep part of regret for me. Look, some people won't get back. Some people won't get back, and we will have to do our best in third countries to process those people." Asked why he felt the situation so personally, Mr. Wallace replied, "Because I'm a soldier. Because it's sad and the West has done what it's done. We have to do our very best to get people out and stand by our obligations, and 20 years of sacrifice is what it is." Lead elements of 16 Air Assault Brigade were working with US forces to secure Kabul airport to ensure flights can continue as Afghans and foreigners alike scramble to leave. The first flight of British nationals and embassy staff arrived at RAF Brize Norton in Oxfordshire on Sunday night, the Ministry of Defence confirmed. Mr. Wallace said the barrier to helping more people leave the country was how quickly they could be processed. He told, "Our flights are planning and coming in and out, and soon, if we manage to keep it in the way we're planning to, we should have capacity for over 1,000 people a day to exit to the UK. Currently this is not about capacity on planes, it's about processing speed, so that's why we're trying to fix that." Mr. Wallace added, "Our timescale, which we'd originally planned, which was August 31st, will be out. We will try our very best to get everyone out. It's one of the biggest regrets of the speed of the collapse of the Afghan government is that those timetables will no doubt have to be shortened, and that's what we're moving extra assets to do." He added, "We put in over 600 forces yesterday, today and over the weekend to make sure that we can keep a secure part of the airport functioning and, at the same time, to effectively process, manage and escort people onto our flights to get them out of Afghanistan." Mr. Wallace said the government was aiming to fly out a further 1,500 people over the next 24 to 36 hours or slightly longer.